Hi friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. Friends, today I get to share with you my sister Cheryl's kitchen and her little den area or the family room. So let's get started with this video and let me share with you her gorgeous home. And friends, if you're new here, my sister did buy our parents' home that we grew up in, so she has been remodeling our childhood home, and the kitchen has always been the heart of our home, and this remodel has turned out so beautiful. I know that my mama and my daddy would love this space as much as we do. But let me share with you this space. Now, she already went ahead and decorated her dough bowl. I think she did such a beautiful job. She has a wreath, which is actually just an old garland that she's taken and just made into a wreath. We've added some pumpkins to the top and then just a few pieces of greenery. And friends, that's it. That's all it is, and I think it turned out so pretty, and it sets the mood for how we're going to decorate her kitchen. So to style this island, we thought we would do something a little different and bring in one of her lamps. Now, I don't think a small lamp would have fit so perfect in this space, so I'm going to use the lamp that she has. And I think this works perfect. To pair with this lamp, we're going to go ahead and add this beautiful picture. It's on canvas, and we've just framed it in this rustic frame, and I think it's perfect as a backdrop. The only other thing I think that we're going to do is just pull in this dish of pine cones. I think it plays perfectly for our fall. And then we'll just add a few pumpkins, some leaves, and a candle. And that's it. It's simple, but I think it turned out so pretty. So now let's move down to the other end of her countertop right here. And you know, I didn't have a wreath, so I just took, this is one stem of berries, and I just took it and twisted it and made it into a wreath. And then I just took a few sprigs of greenery and just added inside. And that's it. I love that it's a little wispy, and I just think it's so pretty. It's simple and pretty. So if you have a sprig of greenery or something that you're not using, you can always take it and wrap it around each other to make a wreath. Sometimes you might need to take a couple, but it always works, and I just love the effect that it adds. So I hope you guys will give that a try if you haven't ever tried that before. But now let's move over to the side of her refrigerator. I'm going to add this sweet, sweet picture of Easton when he was a baby. I love this. It's one of my sister's favorites, all of ours favorites. He's so adorable. And then next to this, I'm going to add in this beautiful glass pumpkin I found at Ross. It has such a pretty detail on it. It was $14.99, and you can turn it on, but the detail on it is just so, so pretty. So we're going to add this pumpkin to the side, and I think it adds just the perfect touch. I just love that stem. To the other side, we just have this compote dish that we've got some pumpkins put in. And so let's just add a few more. And I think that's really all that I'm going to do right here. And then I think just to add in a little bit more of that fall touch, I'm going to add in a couple of ceramic pumpkins. One is an orange one that is a little bit bigger, and then the next one is just a pumpkin candle that I think she got last year, and she's still burning it, so we're going to set that out so she can go ahead and burn it this year. But I just think it adds such a pretty combination. So now let's move to the other side of the refrigerator. And of course we have our mother's picture because, like I said, the kitchen was the heart of our home when we were growing up. Our mother cooked so many wonderful meals right here, and so we have to pay homage to her. We love her and miss her so much. But let's just add a few cutting boards right here to cover up this plug. And then I'm going to bring in this little riser. It's wood. And I'm going to add that to the side. And then on top of that, the only thing I'm going to do is just add in a pumpkin. And again, this is just a faux pumpkin that we've added a real stem to, and it just elevates your fake pumpkins. So always save your real pumpkins if you have them and use them the next year. Now I'm going to add in this sprig of fall berries, and you know, these are some of my mother's, so it's so fun to use some of her decor in our decorating. It just makes it that much more special. Now the next thing I want to do is add this little stand, and I'm going to add in this leaf. And friends, I broke this leaf. It actually fell and broke, and so instead of throwing it away and trying to get something new, sometimes you just need to work with what you have. And all I did was just paint the edges with brown paint, and I think it works. I mean, maybe next year I can find a new one, but for right now I think I'm going to just go ahead and use this leaf, and I think it works just fine. So I want to hide the cords from the lamp, and so we're just going to add this cake plate that my sister has. It's gorgeous. This is something my mother bought her a long time ago. We just added in those little pumpkin cakes for Easton, and then we're going to style her utensils. This is that viral canister that came from Walmart a few years ago. We've just added her wood utensils. The only thing else I'm going to do is add this sweet little pumpkin dish. This came from Hobby Lobby. It's so adorable, and just a candle, and that keeps it pretty simple. To her windowsill, we're going to add this sweet little squirrel. This was only $5 at, I believe, Dollar General. I thought that was just adorable. And then the only thing else we're going to add is just a couple of ceramic pumpkins. I think we got this one from Walmart a few years ago. I think it's so pretty. And then there's one more smaller one, and we got this one from the Dollar Tree. And again, I think we got this a couple of years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's still available now. But I just love adding these to our kitchen. I just think it adds a perfect touch. So now let's move into her den. And this area is a place where Easton plays a lot, and it's just where we all tend to gather. So let's decorate this room for fall. Friends, I'm sorry I made this arrangement a few weeks ago and I should have taken it apart to show y'all, but I liked it so much I just didn't want to pull it apart. So all I did was just take these brown leaves. These came from Hobby Lobby, and again I got these 90% off last season, and I just cut them apart, did a really long stem, but I couldn't make that work, so I'm not afraid to cut my stems if that's what works better. So that's what I did. I added in these white berry stems, and then I added in just, I think, 4 bunches of this wheat, and I just think it's so pretty. I just love that brown on brown tone. And so we're adding that to the piano, and the next thing we're going to do is just pull in a couple of pumpkins. My sister found this really, really pretty white pumpkin, and I think she got this at Dollar General. It was $5. Dollar General is really stepping up their game too. They have some really neat pieces. So if you haven't checked that place for decor, you should check it out. And then she's got this beautiful pumpkin. I think she's had this for many years. It's so pretty. It says home. I thought it said boo, so I was turning it to the back, but when I realized it said home, I decided to go ahead and turn it around. I just think it is such a pretty, pretty pumpkin. So let's go ahead and style this cabinet that she has. Now inside there are some pieces that are on the ends that I'm going to leave in place, and I'm also going to leave in some family photos. This is my sister Tammy. She was the oldest of us children, and we've lost her, and so these pictures mean everything to us. We've lost our mom and dad, so of course those are going to stay right here. So let's just build up on what we have and add in some fall touches. I've got a couple of white pictures that I'm going to add to the top. I'm going to add 2 on one side and then 1 on the other. So moving down to the middle shelf, I want to carry that black all the way through. And so the only place to really place this black piece was really pretty much in the center. That kind of makes your eye, gives your eye some direction. So I'm going to add this green wreath in the background. I just think a touch of green always looks pretty for fall. My sister has this gorgeous pear. We're going to add it to one side. And on the other side, I'm gonna add in this dish that I thrifted a few weeks ago. And all I did was just place a candle inside, and then we just took some of those little tiny pumpkin pods that you can buy and put those inside along with just some acorns. And that's it. I think it is so pretty. I like that extra touch of white and black to just carry that theme on through. So friends, I'm going to show you again. This is 2 stems of this same little twiggy um, floral pick that I got at Hobby Lobby. I have 2 of these, and I've just kind of wound them together to make a wreath. And you know, I didn't have a wreath on hand, so I thought, okay, I think this will work, and it worked so perfectly. I really like it. It looks perfect just like it is, but I had a couple of more floral stems on hand, and so I thought I'd go ahead and add it in. I love these colors. I used these in my own decor this year, so I thought I would just add a couple of over here on just my sister's, and I think it just really adds just a little something extra. I just love how this turned out. You guys have to tell me, have you ever done that? Have you ever taken pics of greenery or florals and made them into a wreath? Be sure to let me know in a comment below. I would love to know. So I forgot about this gorgeous dish that we thrifted a while back, so I want to add that in here too. I just like that little bit of glass. I think it adds just the right balance to this middle shelf. But that's all I'm going to do right here, and I just think it turned out so pretty. The last place we're going to decorate is her little table she has right here. Now I've layered in just this wood piece. On top of that I have a lantern that is from Kirkland's, and so I've just added a marble tray right inside, which I didn't have to do, but I just thought it would give it a little bit more weight. So now let's add in this beautiful wreath that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's just the perfect touch to add to this lantern. I love these little small wreaths. I don't know if you've seen them, but my sister and I just love adding them different places in our home, and I think this one is just so pretty. Now, this is, like I said, I think it's pretty on its own, but I can't leave well enough alone. I had a stem of these berries left. These are from Hobby Lobby as well, and I'm just going to try to add these around this wreath. I just like the unexpected. I think just adding something a little different that you wouldn't expect just really makes a statement, and I think this is just so pretty right here. Now the only other thing we're going to do is just add in some flameless flickering candles to the center and maybe a little extra pumpkin, and then that's it for this lantern. So to the opposite end, let's just add in this leaf dish that I thrifted just a few weeks ago. I knew when I seen it, it would go perfect in my sister's home. So we're going to add that right there. Let's go ahead and add in this little small pumpkin. This is from Hobby Lobby, and I got this so she could put candy in there for Easton. We just didn't have any, but that's what that's for. Let's add in a couple of coasters, and then just to finish it off, we're just going to go ahead and add in a little bit more of those little pumpkin pods and those acorns. I just think that is so pretty. I love the colors of fall, and to me this just screams fall. The last touch we're going to do is add this pretty picture my sister got from Dollar General again. She got it last season for $6. And friends, that's it. I love how her little den area turned out and her kitchen. And again, she has just placed these beautiful velvet pillows on her couch again. These are so pretty. I will have these linked in my description below. They're gorgeous. She bought some. I bought some. I just absolutely love them. I think they're so, so pretty. But friends, thank you so much for being here and watching our video. I hope you'll come back again. Next week, I'm going to share with you my front porch decorated for fall, and then we're going to share with you our home tour. I also have an upcoming bedroom. I'm going to share my bedroom with you. I'm going to decorate it. I'm going to show you what that looks like sometime coming up in the near future. So if you haven't subscribed, or if you've enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give us a thumbs up. I hope you'll subscribe. Friends, we just love having you be a part of our channel. Friends, thank you so much for being here and watching this video. And before I go, I just want to share with you this beautiful Bible verse. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Matthew 5:6. Friends, do you ever have a need in your life where you just feel like something is missing? Sometimes that longing that you have in your heart is just a closer relationship with the Lord. To know true righteousness is our faith and trust in God. He fills every need that we have. Friends, I hope if you don't know Him that you'll call on Him today. Friends, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, friends.